guys, Grady's mom here, and today I am working on a spice cabinet organizational project. Now, I'm going to give you a longer or a sort of further view of this whole cabinet. In the middle, as you can see, I just have my measuring cups. I have a small, medium, and large, and then I have my colanders. I have a large, a medium, and then I have a small one inside the medium. So the middle cabinet, or the middle shelf, is fine. Pretty much the areas that I'm going to try and organize better are definitely the bottom mainly. I just have all kinds of cooking sprays and like spices, and they're all different sizes. And I'm finding when I'm in the middle of cooking and I need to maybe find something in particular, I end up having to take everything out or rifle through and everything falls over. So I need some form of organization in this area, the bottom shelf mainly. It is not terrible, but it's just a disaster when I need to get in there and access something really quick. And then the top shelf, I'm kind of just going to tidy up a little bit, and mainly this is what needs help. So I got a couple organizational bins, and I'm just going to pull everything out and kind of show you the process of how I'm going to organize mainly this space so it's a lot more accessible for me. Okay guys, so as you can see, I've pulled everything out of the bottom shelf, which is the main shelf that I'm going to be working on, because as you can see, the top really is just a handful of things that I can consolidate in about 30 seconds. The bottom shelf is really the issue because as you can see, I have a variety of different things that I was storing in there. So as far as organization, I really didn't have very much. I just have this little bowl with my most medicines for Grady, which is just a children's Motrin, a cough and cold medicine by Hyland's, which is a night one, and then I have a day cough and cold by Hyland's, and then a Tylenol, which are my 4 most used medicines for Grady. So I had those separated in there. Secondly, I had this little square basket, which I'm keeping a honey in the front. The honey probably shouldn't be in there, but I was just keeping it in there. I have like a little Crystal Light flavor thing. And then the rest of the stuff in here, I've actually been using it to store things like this, like chili seasoning packet, random seasoning packets. I have some hot chocolate in here. A lot of things for my Love with Food boxes end up going in here. Things like this, seasoning packets, soy sauce, things like that. And then I have just random things like this is a metal tin that my mom, I keep my mom's hot tea bags in for when she comes, so they're separate. And then the rest is just a mix of seasoning, salt, things like cooking spray or Worcestershire sauce, just things like that. So I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to place the camera, trying to find the best spot for it so you guys can see what I'm doing. I really wish I had someone here to film this for me. Trying to think of where I can put the camera. Let's see. Okay guys, so it is literally amazing what just 2 organizers will do. These were $1, so I got 2 of these for $1. So for 50 cents each, wow, what a difference between how it looked before. Again, I'm not saying it was the worst thing you've ever seen in your life before, but it just wasn't working for me. So for spending $1 to be able to make this work for me, I'm really happy with how, you know, easy this was. And if you guys have any cabinets in your home that are like this, I'm sure we all have at least one. Just get a couple Dollar Tree organizational bins, and it really just helps to lay everything out better, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna go through now and show you guys what I did versus the method that, the way that it was arranged before. So in this bin, all the way to the right, I have smaller bottles or canisters of my seasoning. So I just have like my trail dust, which is like an all-purpose kind of seasoned salt, some crushed red pepper flakes, some grill seasoning, some ground black pepper, some Old Bay seasoning. This is another grill seasoning, like a grill rub. Some minced onion, and then this is just like a butter flavored seasoning that I use like on popcorn and even sometimes on white rice. So that is nice because now when I need something in here, I can just pull the whole bin out rather than rifle through all bottles and all kinds of things. This next one is mainly bottles, which I was having an issue with because I couldn't see or reach the smaller things if they were kind of hidden behind these. So in here I just keep a balsamic vinegar, a soy sauce, a sesame seed oil, a Worcestershire sauce, a large shaker of the seasoned salt. I think I got this at BJ's maybe? I can't remember. I think BJ's. And then some sesame seeds. I would say I definitely use this caddy less than that caddy. So that's kind of why I grouped these together, mainly because they were bottles and they were bigger, and then just kind of I use them less. So that's going to go back next to this one. Okay, next to that I have parsley, which I use on a regular basis. So I have my parsley in the front because it's shorter than this. I have my sweet leaf basil in back of that, and I use parsley and basil all the time. I would say they're two of my most used dried herbs. All the way in the back I have my large canister of the Morton salt, which is just all-purpose salt. So I keep that all the way in the back since I don't use it as often. So then and then behind that, guys, I slid my cooking spray. So I have my Pam butter spray, my original Crisco, and then my butter spray that I'm currently using now. So these two haven't been used. This is the one I'm currently using. So I keep it in the front, and when this one's empty, which is getting there, I will just discard this one and move the other two up. If that makes any sense. Oops, I'm doing this all one-handed, guys, so it's not as easy as it looks. So I'm gonna slide my basil back and then my parsley in front of that, okay? Now moving to the other side, this side now. So that's a view from where I just showed you. I have, I didn't really know where to put this, this is something that's so tiny it would get forgotten about if I didn't leave it in the front. It's just a small little grape jam. I think I got this on our Myrtle Beach trip, like from the hotel. I think I just ended up taking it home. So I just put that in the front. And then in back of that I have a cinnamon sugar, which it looks like I use it all the time, but I've had this a good year, so it's not something I reach for all the time. I mainly just use this like if I make French toast or waffles or something, so I don't use this on a regular basis. And back here, right there, I have, that's actually a cute little, it looks like a barbecue grill. It's like a little ceramic holder for barbecue sauce. So I had the cinnamon sugar in front of that. And then the next sort of row, I have my black pepper because I do use this a lot more than my salt, so I have that. Underneath that, I had the black pepper resting on this Better Than Bouillon, which is just like a chicken base to make soups and broths. I don't use this that much because I prefer to use the liquid broth, but I like to have this on hand. If I ever run out, it's good to really have that. In back of that, I just have an Italian seasoning, which I do use quite frequently. I probably have to get a backup for this since it's, as you can see, getting down to the bottom. And then in the back, next to the ceramic, again, it's a little sauce holder for barbecuing. I just have a thing of liquid sugar, which I don't use that much. See, as you can see, guys, it's pretty much almost full. But I just have that because in the summers when I want like an iced coffee or something, at home, I would use the liquid sugar because I find that cane sugar doesn't, regular granulated sugar doesn't dissolve. for me, to my liking, in iced drinks. So I just have the liquid sugar. Again, this is almost full, so I keep that in the back since it's not something I reach for on a regular basis. So again, I'm just gonna put everything back where I had it. Cinnamon sugar, chicken base, the black pepper on top, and then this little random little jam. Now, this bin, I took the honey out, and then I realized it kind of made sense to leave it in there because, for one, if anything were ever to be sticky on the bottom of here, which it's not, it wouldn't get in my cabinet, so I prefer it. It kind of fits really nicely in this bin, so that's probably why I put it there in the first place. This is just an organic honey. I got it at Aldi. It's actually really good. I use it on top of my oatmeal just randomly. Sometimes if I have like a cup of hot tea, I'll put that in there. So it does fit in there nicely, so I figured why not, you know, if it's not broke, why fix it? I did put this little Crystal Light thing kind of next to it just because it fits so perfectly. And then in here I just put some bacon bits. Again, a lot of the pouches, not pouches, but like seasoning packets, soy sauce packets. I have a couple hot chocolate packets in here. Just some like Nutella spread, some Justin's almond butter, some chili mix, and then I have some peach tea here for my friend Katie that I'm going to make in the summer. So kind of, if you look from the side, guys, kind of sort of miscellaneous things that I don't want strewn all over the place. So that bin is there. Behind that, I just have my mom's metal box with the tea bags, like I told you. I have a powder form Coffee Mate creamer here. I forgot why I bought this. I think because it's because when we first moved in the house, this house, we had to, there was like a 24-hour period where we didn't have our fridge yet because we had to get it delivered the next day. And I can't live without coffee. So I picked this up just so I could have my coffee in the morning and have cream in it without having to be refrigerated. So I figured that's just something good to have on hand for parties or something. So I have that in the back. And then all the way in the back corner, I just have a package of the Yum Earth organic lollipops for Grady and then a package of the Orbit for Kids bubblegum. Just because that's not something Grady or myself or anybody eats on a regular basis, so I keep them in here. And then in front, I showed you guys the four little medicines that I use most frequently for Grady, so I leave that right in the front. And that is much better, I think, for something that took me, what, 5 minutes, guys? So I hope you guys enjoyed this small little project. I'm going to be going around my house, upstairs, downstairs, checking out all my cabinets, and going to be doing a lot of little things like this because I just want my home and every nook and cranny to be as organized and efficient as possible. It truly does make a difference. Even if you do it piece by piece, one by one, you know, don't stress yourself out and do your whole house in one day. That's just crazy. So if you guys do take the effort and even 5-10 minutes to just clean out, throw out anything you don't use or anything that's expired, it really truly makes a difference and it makes your home run more efficiently in the long run. So I'm just going to tackle up here. I'm not going to film it because it's, like I said, a handful of items. The middle shelf is good to go. So I'm very happy with this quick little 5-minute, $1 to buy those 2 bins organizational project. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thumbs up if you want to see more organizational videos, and have a great day.